Praise the Lord, Trey here. Pray everybody is doing okay. Today is Thursday. I think it's the 18th, 2015. On today, I wanted to just switch it up a little bit, and we're going to be dealing in the key of D. But what I want to do is show you all, demonstrate the relationship that each tone of a major scale has with the other tones, especially for beginners when you're starting off. You know, you don't know many chords, so everything is the D major needs to be on the D, on the 1, and the A major needs to be on the A, the 5. You know, everything is kind of boxed in. But I'm going to show you that you can still keep that 1-5 chord, but simply change your bass within the same scale, and you can have a lot of combinations that actually sound pretty good. Okay? So, first off, let's review the D major scale. Okay, again. And numerically, that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 or the 8. Okay, so in basic music theory, when we break the structure all the way down, commonly you would want to hear a major on the 1, okay? And then these chords, these right-hand chords, we're going to keep the main note, the tonic, or the common note, the key the song is in, or the interval you're at, rather. We're going to keep that on the bottom, but play triads from D to D, okay? And a triad is simply a 3-note chord. So D would be a D major triad. The E would be an E minor. F sharp would be an F sharp minor. G major on G. A major on A. B minor on the B. C sharp diminished on the C sharp, and we're back home. So you know, if you play those chords in a song, they're always going to fit perfectly, okay? But you don't always have to play those chords on those precise bass notes. I'm going to show you how to play a D major, which is the 1, okay, a D major chord, and an A major, which is the 5, on several of the notes within the same scale. Okay, so if you don't know, a D major triad or D major chord is comprised of the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th note of the major scale. So we played the scale. That's as far as we need to go. We already have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The same thing on the 5th note, which is A. If we want the major chord, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But I don't want to have to do this, so I'm simply going to invert or rearrange the notes of those chords so they'll be a little tighter. Okay. In music, you always want the best, the smoothest route to get home. Okay. So that's all we want in our right hand. Left hand. What I'm going to do, this is going to sound a lot like the circle of fifths starting off, but it's not. What I'm going to do is, using the notes of the D major scale, I'm going to start and then play the 5th interval of that note. Okay? So again, it's going to start out sounding like the circle. So of course the 5 of D, the 5th note, is A. So the next tone in the scale was what? E. Again, using all the notes of the major scale. So now I have an E and a B. Okay, the 3rd tone is F sharp. So I have an F sharp and a C sharp. Next tone is G. So I have G and a D. Next tone is A. So I have A and E. Next tone is B. So I have B, F sharp. Next tone is C sharp. Now you can already tell some of these intervals, these fifth intervals, they're not going to sound good with those chords, but I'm going to show you how many relationships that we do actually have. Okay, so that's actually a tritone. So we already know that's not going to sound good with that 1-5 progression in the right hand. And we're back home. Okay, so again, we're going to stick with the 1 and 5 chord. Okay, let's get a drum loop going and see what we have. Okay, this is chord 101. The 1 on the 1 in the bass, the 5 on the 5. D major, A major. Always going to work, okay? Let's move to the next interval. Okay? The 2, the 6. If we're more advanced, we'd go here, something like this. Next interval, F sharp to the C sharp. Okay, that doesn't sound as good, okay? So I really wouldn't use this as I'm just going in a back and forth motion. But again, if you're more advanced, you'd find a way. Next interval, D major scale is the 4. And the 5th away is back on D. We've heard this one before. Let's keep going. Okay. So the 5 to the 2 does not go. Next interval is B to F sharp. Sounds familiar, you've heard it before. Works well. Next interval, C sharp to G. Not going to stay there long because that's clashing badly. And back to the 1. Okay. Nothing too heavy, but you've seen there how closely related the chords are with these bass notes. And if you hear a little chipmunk in the background, that's my nieces. Those are my nieces in the other room playing. Sorry about that. But yeah, play around with these. If you know your major scales and you know at least the 1 chord and the 5 chord in your keys, hey, have at it. You have several combinations that you can use if you're just playing, just a back and forward motion, nothing that you need to be doing too busy, a portion of the service or whatever. Someone may be, I don't know, someone may be talking, or it may be an outro to a song, whatever. Somewhere you can incorporate it. Just keep it simple and play around with these different intervals and just see what you come up with.